There are two things in existence in this universe: something and no thing. No thing. Listen to the word. No thing. The traditional understanding of the word nothing, implying the absence of all. This is not the case. Only the absence of things. Imagine, for a moment, a tremendous being in nothingness. Somewhere in this nothingness, a shadow flits. Something moves. In a moment there is a thought. I am aware something moved. Out of absolutely nothing, a recognition. Something is happening. I am. The creation of God. The awareness that I am. In this nothingness, in this great sleep, dreams begin to happen. A dream. This great being struggled to focus the dream, to bring it clearly into focus. With the coming of consciousness, it knew that it was alone. Alone. Being alone, it needed something else to know itself. Through great struggle, great focus, the dreams came sharply into focus. This was the division from the one. The one now became two. The I am and the dream. The beginning of God, the Mother, and God, the Father. Because these dreams were all that was, this being fell in love with them. From God the Mother and God the Father came God the Son, love. From this great love, it thought, I will give them life. I will give them freedom. Through great struggle again, it ripped from itself its own dreams and gave freedom. Thus was the fall from unity of man. And the setting of the stage for the path of every man to come, every being to come. These elements were the birth of truth. Only within the Creator, only within God, or only within the great creative force, or only within all that is, was born the way. Struggle, love was born. The symbol of God is representing unity. The symbol is an equilateral triangle, something that rests totally within itself. The numbers 1 and 3 are symbols of unity. If you are counting in unity, you must say 1, 3. Imagine for a moment a point. Bring that point toward you. That point will make a straight line. There are 3 factors in that straight line. There is a beginning, sustaining, and an end. The number of unity is represented by a straight line, the number 1. It is 1 in 3, or 3 in 1. It is represented in certain religions by the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But they have lost the meaning of the great symbol. It is the symbol of all that is, that which rests within itself. The number 2. There is no unity in 2. There cannot be. When there are 2, there is you and I. There is no unity. When there are 2, there is division. In all languages throughout this world, 2, double. They are similar. Think of one other similarity. Devil. 2 is division, not unity. God is unity. God is 1. The symbol representing God is 3. Resting within itself. Within 3, if you look at the triangle, the equilateral triangle, within 3, there is the possibility of 4. If you draw an upside down triangle from here to here to here, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. It is a symbol of creation. It is the symbol of division. The fall from unity of man. Now we have 2 qualities. We have the qualities that existed in the beginning, the qualities of God, the qualities of spirit, the qualities of truth, the qualities of the unity. Love is the highest. On the other side of that line, the fall from unity with all that is. In the ancient language, it is called Satan. It is not a devil. It is not the spirit of some soulless thing that seeks to capture you and hold you eternally in hell. Satan simply means material. That is all. The fall from grace. Satan simply means desk. Floor. body, tree, dirt. It simply means material, that which has fallen from unity, that which has fallen from unity. Within the unity, there is one. God the Mother, God the Father, brought about the existence of the great Tao, the yin and the yang. In the yin and the yang, you have the forces that make life possible. The yin and the yang are symbols that represent creation. They are symbols of the force. Evil or sin is nothing more than the concentration totally and absolutely on the material. Why is it called sin? It is simple. Because it does not take into account the whole of things and therefore is a lie. That is all. That is all. Our religious leaders have simply misunderstood the symbols. If you do not do right, you are going to hell. Hell is the place of Satan. You are already in hell, the original sin. It says every man is born into original sin. That is correct. Into the material world. It is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. It is the only way you can exist. Without that, you would not be here to experience this world. The original sin is not sex. Sex is the doorway for the spirit of man to enter this world. How then can it be sinful? You walk through that door to come from outside inside. Is it sinful? No. It is merely walking through the door. Walking through the door. Sex is not sinful. Sin is simply focusing on a half-truth. And when you have focused on a half-truth, it is a lie. Sin is a word for ignorance. That is all. To say you sinners are going to hell is foolishness. You are already in hell. The line has been drawn. Something, no thing. The qualities of no thing are those things that are intangible. Love, or in the word of the Buddha, compassion. Peace is of no thing. Justice is of no thing. to focus totally on material is that of Satan. Love then becomes possession, jealousy, hatred. We hate the other for some reason. For some reason. That reason we can put our hands on. Their body looks better than mine. Their skin is a different color. They are of a different sex, or of an indeterminable sex. Note, the symbols imply physical things. Greed is of physical things. I want all of it. I want this. I want that. I love you. Why aren't you here near me? Possession. Love knows no distance. Love is of the no thing. If you don't lay down in bed and hop up and down with me, you don't love me. Prove to me you love me. Give me that body. Something. We are preoccupied with things to the exclusion of the non-thing. Love is only manifested in the non-thing, never in the thing. A story, words, symbols of something that exists. I sit here. The words in themselves are meaningless. It is what they direct you toward. I, which one? This one, as opposed to those ones. Verb tells what that one is doing. Sitting. The word means nothing. It implies the action. Where is this one sitting? Here. Here. Not there. Here. The words mean nothing. It is the meaning behind the word. The words are a symbol. If I take an equilateral triangle and say to you, this is the symbol of God, you do not fall down on your knees and begin to worship the triangle. It is foolishness. This is what has happened in religion. We have fallen down on our knees and worshipped at the shrine of the triangle. We have worshipped the symbol because you know Jesus is coming. No, Jesus will never walk this earth again. Never, ever. If you are going to wait, you are going to have a long wait. Christ will come. Is come. Is come. Christ means love. Where is it? It is here now. It is here now. Where? All that I can say is that it is here. Only you can say if it is there. Do not worship the symbols. The symbols represent qualities. No thing. As one story when the man Jesus walked the earth, and they saw him and fell down on their knees. And he looked at them and said, "Get up off your knees. I am your brother man. What you fall down on your knees to is merely a symbol. Find the quality of truth, of all that is, of, quote, God within yourself. The only way you will find it is when there is not duality, but when you and love have become one and the same. You must become synonymous with it. You and it must become unified. You must be it. Then there is no it, and you do not have to search for it, because that one is it. How? How? Answer. Focus. Focus? Yes. Attention. What do I give my attention to? I have said, mind pairs. If all you can think about is the material, then mind will automatically pair to all those things surrounding material. All the qualities. If you focus on the no thing, the love, then mind will associate all those qualities of love. If you focus on the material, jealousy will come. Hatred will come, and you become hateful. You are jealous. Think about it. The last time you were jealous, you were so full of jealousy you couldn't see anything else. You were full of jealousy. There was no room for love. There was no room for compassion. But when you focus on love, there is no room for jealousy or position. When something falls from unity, when something becomes manifested, its opposite is left behind in unity. Its opposite is left behind unmanifested. If all you can think about is how bad you feel, then how good you feel is left behind in unity and cannot be felt. If all you can think about is how good you feel, then how bad you feel is left behind in unity and cannot be experienced. See how simple, how beautifully simple it is. How wonderfully simple. But because we have focused on the material And we make many things. We make it complicated. Well, you see, but, well, this and that. No if, ands, buts, or maybes. Just focus on love if you want to be filled with love. But suppose they hurt me. You have divided it. And in division there is no unity, and in division there is no love. We have too many conditions on it. You are manifested in terms of the body. If you think you are the body, then you cannot see the unmanifested, your consciousness, which contains within it all those things that was created by the path of the first one. We may call God, we may call all it is. It does not matter, it is only a symbol. You cannot say what it is anyway. You cannot say it. You must begin to focus on the unmanifested. We say, I love you. What is the first thing we want to do? We want to throw our arms around it and slobber on it. That is the first thing we want to do with that which we love. Now, are we manifesting the qualities of the no thing? Or are we manifesting the qualities of the something? If I can't slobber on it, fondle it, I don't love it, and it does not love me. This is one-sided. This is focusing on one half. On one half. In time, through focus on the other part, you do not necessarily want to slobber on it. Feeling it inside is enough. The love is there, and it radiates throughout your being. It radiates throughout this entire universe, throughout the entirety of it all, because it is all that is. It was created in the great division into God the Mother and God the Father, or into Yin and to Yang, and created the great triangle that is the original, and there is no way outside of the original. But your mind, because your mind is many things, not just two, you have created many devils, many Satans, because we must contemplate those things. We cannot find the unity with the divine. We have misunderstood symbols altogether. You have the divine quality of speech. The symbols have become confused. Speech is only meant to transmit a message. But for us, the symbol, the speech, and the thing have become synonymous. It is a definition now. You say, I am woman. I am man. How foolish. How foolish. You are neither male nor female. Only the manifested part can be male or female. What happened to the rest of it? I have defined myself and cannot go beyond the boundaries of the definition that I have given to myself. I am black. I am white. I am short. I am tall. You have defined yourself and cannot go beyond the limits of your definition. Words were never meant to define, but to be symbols to communicate. That is all. Communications is of the lowest form. You say, but communications is a wonderful quality. Yes, but how many people do you know who communicate? I like to say, when I say it, it is the truth. When it falls upon your ears, it is a lie. We have not communicated. There's a higher quality than communications. It is called communion. But communion happens only in unity, when there is only one of us. When there is only one. When there is no you and no I. We simply are. To commune, to know it, to experience it. I have said you cannot experience anything except yourself. It is only half the truth. You cannot experience anything except yourself as long as you are focused in your mind. And that is where you are. When you come out of the mind and your own belief systems, yes, you can experience me. Because then there is only one of us. There is no you and no I. There is only amness. Who am? We am. Not they am, we am. You will hear me say, I am. You will wait for the end of the sentence. You did not listen to what was being communicated. You were trying to fill in the blank like in school. Am what? No, it is a complete statement. I am. What? I don't know. To know is to define. To define is to lock yourself in prison. Why lie to yourself about what you know? Why not tell the truth? I am. What? I don't know. Listen to the symbols. This one. Verb does not. No. You can only be and see qualities at work within you. You can only be. Be what? I don't know. But you can bring into unity the non-manifested by focusing upon it. The non-manifested is what you are, not the manifested. There is no union in bodies, but we try. Boy, we jump up and down and sweat to get. We try. But haven't you noticed that your trying only ends in frustration? In a few minutes you separate again. This is not union. Union is of the highest order. On the plane of consciousness, You have the consciousness of the material, which vibrates at one particular octave. One octave up, you have the plane of the plant, which vibrates at the octave of the material and the plant. The next octave up, you have the octave of the animal, which vibrates at the plane of the animal, the plant, and the material. The next level up, you have man, which vibrates at the octave of man, the power of thought, the animal, the plant, and the material. The next octave up, you have the genius, who vibrates one octave above the ordinary man, who expresses the infinite in terms of art, paints, writes, draws a picture, but he manifests the lower man, the animal, the plant, the material. The next level up, next octave up, you have what is called the prophet, who has realized love and is giving, constantly giving. The love is no more intuition as it is in the artist, the writer. He vibrates love, art, genius. The lower man, the animal, the plant, the material. And at the seventh octave, you have the God man, who manifests totally and absolutely of no thing. You have 7 octaves of vibration. All 7 are possible only in man. Only in man. Only in man. But the laziest creature of them all prefers to allow his mind to wander and to be lazy and not to work. It is easier to focus on the material than it is on those qualities that are non-material. It is easier, so he doesn't do it. Has not learned to distinguish between the lower vibrations of hatred, jealousy. It is much easier to do this. It requires no effort. Close your eyes. Think on divinity. Concentrate on divinity. Open your eyes. If you concentrated on the word, you were saying the word in your mind, nothing happened. Divinity is not a word. The word is the symbol of a thing. See, I don't know what it is. Love. Close your eyes. Focus not on the word love, but on love itself. Open your eyes. If you focused on the quality of love, you felt it rise within your being, and you and love became unified. You became one. You became one. No. To think on the symbol is ridiculous. You must manifest the thing itself. This is why we lie when we say, I love you. Because we're simply saying the words. We are in our minds and not one with the feeling. If you think of love, you do not manifest love. Love is divine. The divine manifests itself. You do not have to do one thing. All you must do is get out of the way. And love is there, because love is all that is. Love came about in the great creation. You came about because of the quality of love. Now we have a choice. The choice is, which do I wish to identify with? Satan or love? Satan or all that is? You cannot make the choice and in the next moment justify possessiveness, jealousy, anger. We will do it. We will do it. I have the right to be angry. I say, yes, you do. But you have the right to be in hell as well. You are justifying it. Then, by all means, be there. Remember the story or the symbol of creation. In the struggle, this great being ripped a part of itself out of love and gave it freedom to choose. We say, I want to be free. But you see, freedom brings the chains of responsibility. You are responsible. Not the other, not God, not the devil. The devil made me do it. No. No. You are responsible for your life. If you wish the things of Satan, then have them. Have them. Have them. It is your life. Only you will be miserable, and only those like you. Those who are not like you will move away from you. They will move away. Likes attract. Likes attract. Weakness attracts weakness. Why? Because you can sit down and say, girl, do you know what happened? Tell me about it. Oh, that dirty dog. Two weak people. Two people who have chosen weakness. When one has chosen strength and the other weakness, the one who has chosen weakness will get no sympathy from the one who has chosen strength, because they know what the price is, and they are paying the price for strength. It is simple. And yes, they will move away. But you must understand that within Satan, at the center of Satan, is the divine. At the center of the material is the divine. But the divine must be gotten to. And it is not done without effort. Everything in existence exemplifies this truth. The very earth that you reside on the center. The center is non-material. Then it is gaseous, liquid. And as you come closer and closer to the surface, it hardens and becomes harder and harder and harder. The earth's crust, the rock, is hard and is the lowest form of existence. To get to the center of the earth, you have hard work to dig through the crust, down, 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 until you come to its center. In the human animal, it is the same. If you look at its spine, it is hard and crusty and protects that soft, gentle thing you call a nervous system within it. All the symbols are the same. Cut a tree. Look at the rings. The closer it gets to the center, the less solid the tree. The outer bark of the tree is hard and crusty. Within it is the divine. You do not have to take a pickaxe and dig through it. All you need do is focus on its qualities. That is all you need do. And the process begins. If you make one step, God makes two. What does that mean? Not that this old man with this beard is going to take 2 steps for every one that you take. No. It simply means by giving certain qualities attention, if you go toward them, they rush toward you. Satan also takes 2 steps if you take 1. If you give the material the totality of your attention, it rushes toward you with open arms. With open arms. You rush toward it, it rushes toward you. If you manifest hatred, jealousy, pettiness, you will find yourself surrounded by hatred, jealousy, and pettiness. If you focus on illness, you will be surrounded by illness. If you focus on life, you will be surrounded by life. It is all up to you. There can be nothing outside of what originally was created. But you say, it's hard. I say, did you hear my symbol of the beginning, the great struggle that went on within the Creator? Therefore, struggle was brought into existence. The path, the way. You struggle until you stop struggling. When it stopped struggling, all of us were a part of it. And we simply were. Stop struggling. Put the attention on it, and it will be. As the result of an action, you will learn something new and wonderful. You will learn something new. You say, but I know that already. I say, obviously you don't. You're not feeling good. You are hateful, mean, these kinds of things. Possessive. You are intellectually aware. You have information, knowledge, know. When I said focus on the meaning of the word love, you began to be it. When you are it, this is the experience. This is knowing. At no other time is it knowing. At no other time. It is not in our minds. It is in our being. When we come together, anytime we come together, it's just like a poker game in the Old West. They take off their guns and lay them on the table. When we come together, I want you to become naked. Take off your mind. Lay it on the table. Put it on the table. Lend me your minds. But please, for your sake, lay it on the table. You can have it back. Believe me, nobody in their right mind will want it. One day you will lay it on the table and you will say, wait a minute. Let's leave it laying here. I don't need it. Mind separates truth from lies. Experience is unity. Experience is unity. Mind just clutters it up. It wants to define this, define that, define the other. Mind is a liar. There is something more important than anything physical. It does not matter how much you love or hate someone, whether they be child of yours, mother of yours, whatever. The only thing that is important, ultimately, is what you manifest within yourself. The manifestation of love within you is what is important. Your mother, your child, your lover, your enemy will die. You must manifest those things that never die. The major quality is love. It exists eternally. When you become one with it, you exist eternally. But when you manifest your feelings in the physical grows cold and dies. And when it grows cold and encases your consciousness within it, it dies. You die. You die. Love is forever. Love is infinite. If you are love, then you are infinite. It is said, God is love. What is love? God. What is God? Love. What is infinite? Love is infinite. God is infinite. Or all that is infinite, or whatever symbol you choose to put on it. You wish to be infinite, then you must become that which is infinite, not that which is finite. Your femininity will fade and one day rot in the ground. Your masculinity will fade and one day rot in the ground. You will not have that wonderful smell of your perfume. You will stink to the heavens. It will end. Your blackness or your whiteness or your brownness or whatever it is that you think you are will die. Doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. Daughter or son of doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. It will end. It is finite. Today, infinitely, no matter what, in spite of all, go to that feeling of love, hold it, be it, until it is automatic, until it is as automatic as the bullshit. Hold it, and nothing will disturb you. Go back to the feeling. Stay out of your head. Feel. The feeling lets you know you are alive. You are. You can only prove yourself in comparison to something else. Now, feel. That is the comparison. Feel. Experience. What? Love. Love. I love you. You may have your minds back. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Patty, you got a 12 o'clock?